Hello, everybody. It's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your cruise ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. It is Thursday, August 29th, the last Thursday of the month, and we are back in North City after missing a week off. I am joined by the ever so lovely, if you would introduce yourself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ein Falseblood, GaleForce's very own mercenary of death and bearer of the 13th Tarot. Talk is cheap, but my services aren't, so put your money where your mouth is, and maybe we can talk business.
Your little intro always is so cute. Also need to check to see, where is... I need to just turn you down slightly. Me thing. Oh, good. We should be good. Alright, but yeah,
Okay.
we're getting back to it. Last time around, we had a wonderful, rousing round of getting to know Joel's deepest, darkest problems. And also hitting the server at the bar, funny enough.
Alrighty.
Let us continue on with your... I don't understand how you can function with just one save file on.
What do you mean?
If I play any RPG or other, like, any game ever, or like your visual novels, I think of the most, I'm like, if they say it's like you have 50 save slots, I'm using 50 save slots. I don't see how you can just callously save over one.
I mean, well, this is a visual novel party through. I'm not gonna try and cheese my way to the best ending.
I mean, I suppose.
I want to see all the alternate
two different
routes.
sides of things. Hey, Austin, how you doing today?
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and just clock in.
Yep, real quick. If you hear any chewing on my end, please do tell me, viewers, and same with you, because I have with me a nice little pepperoni calzone that I bought from Walmart because I wanted to have some treats. Got it with a few other things, with some donuts, but that's in the refrigerator downstairs. Austin says, I have a save for every choice. Yes, yes, you get it, you get it.
Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead before we jump into the whole voice acting part for Valhalla. I did that only whenever I was playing Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS, and I was playing in the super hard map Apotheosis.
I mean...
That was the only time I used multiple save files.
It's Apotheosis, Chief. You're kind of asking for it at that point.
That was like, doing the secret route of Apotheosis was just one of the hardest things I have ever done.
I remember getting to, but before I had a 3DS, just watching Omega Evolution play through Apotheosis with the Brave default music on their background, and ooh, that was fun. And little kid me
Could you
was
by
like,
chance be talking about Omega Evolution?
yes.
I thought so, because I watched that exact same video.
I literally said, when I watched Omega Evolution.
Okay, I did not hear that part.
To be fair, I was kind of clearing my throat after swallowing a bit of my calzone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember watching it back then, and I thought that was, like, that was just before I had my 3DS, so I was like, wow, this is so cool that the DLC has its own custom music. Yeah, no, he just edited Bravely Default's music on top of it. Which was very fitting.
It does.
And then when I got to Apotheosis myself, I was like, what the heck, it's just Awakening music.
It technically has its own soundtrack, but it's just... ugh.
It does, but it's like nothing new. It's just, you know, a track that you don't hear otherwise, besides DLC or bosses.
So I want to say it was from Chartreuse 776.
Just about, and then... But in my mind, whenever I hear Apotheosis, I only just think of Ringerbell's theme immediately spurning off from Bravely Default.
Yeah. Alrighty. Good evening.
Ah, hey Joe. How are you feeling?
I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess.
That's nice to hear.
Where's Gil? Did he run away again?
Nah, I have him on the errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow.
That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar.
Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of lots are always good for Gil.
You're the boss. Who's coming so far?
Well, there's the three of us. The Dodds. You invited Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I told her to spend the night with you.
Sounds good so far.
Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier.
Why don't we just invite Kiramiki too?
Oh no, did you get it? Did she write her number on the glass as well?
I don't think she did. I think it was just the name. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point.
That's true. I will be in my office then. Call me should anything arise.
Alright. And jukebox time.
So, my question, as always, when it comes to... it is the eve of Meta Christmas for Valhalla. So, for you, Ein, are you a big Christmas person at all, or not really?
No, I mean it's nice for hanging out with friends and family.
Nice, but you're saying, that's the vibe. Do you celebrate it in, like, a big way, or is it just kind of like a day to you?
It's just kind of like a day to me, honestly.
Rather. I was talking about this off stream, because next Thursday, should we get the opportunity to stream, is Ein's birthday. And we talked about how Ein, you said yourself it's just another day to you. You gotta gas yourself up, it's your day. Use that chance to actually spend for a reason, or, you know, take the day off for a reason or so.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
I'm just saying.
I get you, I get you. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Who is... Okay, this is a completely new person.
Oh wait, I think I know. Wait here, I'll check inside.
Welcome to Valhalla.
No, the BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is?
Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. It's... Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. And that joke just kind of fell flat on its face.
Thanks. I can't.
Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it.
Thanks a lot.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, what the hell. I'll have a drink. What about you? Brandini, please.
Right. Girl asked me for a Brandini. The Lilum freaks me out.
And I'm gonna have a bite of my calzone. I just got a Walmart one. Just because my work is like 2 minutes and a bridge away from a Walmart.
Just want to make sure that I actually.
Brother, you made a Fringe Weaver!
Yeah. Oh!
I looked over to see, why do you have 9 karma cream?
Sorry. Getting started on the drinking a little early.
I mean, I know that you like them, but come on. Ein, what possessed? It's been 2 weeks! What possessed you before you even opened up the menu to make a Fringe Weaver?
Something tells me I'm gonna need it. Alright, here you are.
Thanks.
That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, Miss...
Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being.
And your Lilum friend is...
Essentia.
Hold on a second, why is Essentia on the screen, too? What the what's going on here? Huh?
I actually don't know.
I get it. You're cosplaying, too?
Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called, Y2K, bartender?
Y2K.
It's an in-joke
That
because
cult
it's by the
classic.
same publisher of Valhalla.
That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year.
That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I would say this, funny enough. What I learned about the existence of Y2K, because I first called it Yitch, from how it looked, but then I remember just randomly in my YouTube, this was like a month ago, it popped up of like somebody like reviewing that game, Y2K, and how it's basically gotten a lot of mixed reviews, because it is a psychologically weird-ass, like, RPG. So, it's gotten mixed reviews on the front, namely on how one of the main protagonists is absolutely just a pathetic excuse for a person, in all the wrong ways, at least from what I remember. But, once again, it's made by the same publisher, YSRB, Bridge, whatever, studio or whatever, stuff like that, so, this is the in-joke.
I heard you talking to someone outside.
Oh, yeah. My friend is cosplaying as Alex. I think that's the guy's name, Alex. I told him to wait outside.
Shouldn't he enter?
You'll be fine.
Something amiss?
There's a girl behind you.
I'm sorry, what?
Short hair, white sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt.
That's a bit of a interesting clothing choice, but sure.
I mean, would you wear jeans under a skirt?
No.
That's very defensive of you, Ein. Let me just crack open my can.
Look, it's either you wear a skirt, you wear a skirt, or you wear
skirt.
I can't with you tonight.
I
haven't even gotten started drinking. You're already pushing me to do that.
This is gonna be a long night for you, Ein.
This is going to be a very long night.
Oh, we gotta make up for last week. But you were saying about a skirt?
You either wear the skirt or you wear the jeans. You don't put both together.
What about a kilt?
Personally.
Have you ever worn a kilt before?
No.
I've worn a skirt, or I've worn multiple skirts, but not a kilt. But holy crap, I do not like short skirts. They are drafty as hell. So honestly, I think I'd do that as a fashion statement. And so like, instead of just like, why are you wearing that? It's like, I don't want to wear stockings. I want to wear jeans under my skirt. Honestly. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook?
Anything else?
I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way.
And you?
I'm fine.
Vela asked me for a fluffy dream. That Lilim still freaks me out.
Have you ever considered wanting to wear a kilt or a skirt before?
No.
No particular reason, or just no incentive?
We'll do 3 of each. No incentive, really. I didn't have no particular reason to really wear a skirt. Plus, skirts are impractical when you're on a job.
Okay. You're taking the practical end. I see. If we get to hang out, I'm buying you something. I'm buying you a shirt on your merch boy.
Oh my god. Okay. Here.
Yep, this is the thing.
Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that?
He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines.
Is that vending machine's name Brendan by chance? That's a cyberpunk joke.
I mean, I assumed it was, but I didn't want to expose myself and say, is this it? And then get the series wrong. But knowing you, I was expecting cyberpunk. They were talking about R&D
when I
music.
mentioned anything. Is this a cyberpunk reference?
I mean, honestly, it's gonna be 70% cyberpunk, Ein, from you, 20% Monster Hunter, 10% Pokemon.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? Did I just
the
ding you on the head and now you're too embarrassed to admit it?
It's not. Well, I mean, my Pokemon knowledge is like very. It's small. It's small, honestly.
That's called being specialized. I'm a Fire Emblem fan, and guess what? So many people only are Three Houses fans nowadays.
Or Three Houses Discord
We were just talking about
starters.
Awakening off stream on this, funny enough, too.
Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s?
1980s, I think.
Oh shit. Boss! D! R&B!
I'm coming!
You see, Diddy is a 1970s purist.
Not Brandon.
He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before.
He got tased! Oh, God.
He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple minutes, but that will be that. You should go check on him, though.
Right. Thanks again for the directions.
Please come again.
At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time.
Black sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy.
Oh, hi, honey.
Are you okay?
I just kinda wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted.
Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you something?
Oh, a sugar rush? Yeah, that.
Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up?
Putting your bartending to the test. It's been 2 weeks.
Fuck.
Go through the list, Ein. In the meanwhile, I'll take a bite of my calzone. And Calvin says, nerd. Hi, Calvin. Nice to see you.
Yo, what's up, Cal?
I feel like you've given Blue Fairies more to say more than Dorothy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Couldn't be a French Weaver.
I was about to say, all the time, Ein, your mind's just gonna constantly go, should I give the Lowland Fringe Weaver? Should I give X Fringe Weaver? That's gonna be it for tonight. You're just gonna give everybody Fringe Weavers. And start at the beginning of the list.
Touch beer, bleeding Jane.
I know Dorothy said this before at like day 2 or 3, the first time we encountered her, when she goes on and so on. So like, I ordered this when today is a good day, and today is a good day. Are you seriously thinking about the Bleeding Jane?
No. It's gotta be a Bloom Light.
Really?
No. No. No.
I feel like
She usually likes something sweet.
No.
It's gotta be a No. No. Not a Brantini, because that's Alma.
Alma's. Titty hacker. Oh, well, in that case, then sort by sweet. Then voice your thoughts out then a little bit more. Yes, for a sugar rush.
Moonblast. That's what it is. That's what it was.
just holding my breath because you only just went for it. I don't know. I was like, is he just gonna immediately mess it up after being so confident in himself?
I almost did.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Well, if you believe so, sir.
On the rocks, blended.
What makes you say Moonblast?
I want to say that was the first thing that she kind of asked for whenever we first met, and then she also asked for a Moonblast then too.
You remember?
We'll just see. We'll just see. Here.
Thanks.
She didn't notice it was the wrong. Fuck me.
You want me to say or not really?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Can't expect to get everything right.
You've been doing pretty good so far, though.
Yeah. It's only like, what, my second mistake?
If we're not counting Virgilio's BS. And yeah,
we are accounting for Helios BS.
Like
if it wasn't...
I know that you had a perfect day on like one of his ordered things, but then the next time he came around, I think you just blew up everything. Because both times it was like, I want perfection, or like whatever it was, and you just absolutely flummoxed at the bar menu for 15 minutes.
So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So did you enjoy the soda?
Oh, did you find that out?
Was it supposed to be a secret?
No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help. But a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services.
A hug night being one of the most expensive services.
Yeah? I mean, what's better than just getting to be hugged and having validation fine?
We're turkey. We're turkey.
Hello?
We're talking...
Okay, I'm flub number 1 tonight.
We're talking about a Lilim that talked about a mega, what is it? Mega Christmas Santa gangbang.
You did get her absolutely tipsy when she did say that.
and apparently just getting a hug night is one of the most expensive services.
Wouldn't you want validation more than pleasure sometimes, on? Just a warmth body.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, you said that so pathetically. Don't validate the point.
It is.
I'm sorry. You okay?
I'm good.
Okay. I feel bad about that. Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention, it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help?
Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot.
So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right?
Yeah. Do you want to know more about it?
Do you want to tell me about it?
I've brought it up enough times already, I think.
No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it.
Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilim really understand death?
Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though.
You do?
We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, there was that argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing.
You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history.
Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools.
I wouldn't exactly emphasize on helpers and tools, especially with how we've been using them nowadays.
I mean, cut to me reading a news transcript on how I think it was like, Google was saying, it's like, alright, after the first time in a century, they want to charge for like Amazon Alexa now. Or whatever crap. I saw something along the lines and said, really, people?
Cool.
But how could those laws still apply to them after they've achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book?
If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it for their own favor.
Wow, you're a nerd.
Look who's talking.
Let's change the subject a bit, though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know?
It's a tad small, though. I'm sorry about that.
And your cat is so cute. What was his name again?
4.
Why 4?
I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to call out. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into.
And every time you play with them, you can say it's foreplay.
I knew that joke was gonna come around at some point. I knew it was gonna happen.
Which calls for a bite into my calzone.
Yeah. It was also named after someone.
Really? Who?
A little kid that wanted to transcend.
What? A movie character or something?
Sure, let's go with that.
Hmm?
Do you want anything else?
Let's go with the blue fairy.
Alright. A blue fairy for Dorothy.
I think I've asked you this, but you're more of a cat person, right? More than a dog person?
Yes, I am very much a cat person.
There you go.
We'll do 5. Here.
I'm finishing my calzone. Give me like 2 seconds. I gotta swallow.
Hello, Kappa. Kappa in chat says Valhalla Thursday.
Hi, Kappa. Yeah, hold on. I just need to take my water. But I had enough to where it's like the butt end of a calzone, so it's only just bread. And then a little bit of like still the actual filling, so I'm just trying to get through. I just did say like, yeah, the bread, the crust of the calzone, really. Okay, we're good. But yeah, hi Kappa. Yep, Valhalla Thursdays as always. Why do they call it a blue fairy?
Named after a particularly annoying fairy from a franchise.
I'm the strongest. Baka baka. Baka baka. Is it because of Pinocchio?
I believe the name is based off of absinthe, which some call the green fairy. The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green.
Not blue?
A blue-ish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there.
Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off things.
Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now.
What?
What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work, or...?
Friends? Aside from you?
Thank you.
Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with.
In what context?
I feel like every single one of Dorothy's just has you pausing every single time. Once you get past his, quirkiness, that is.
The vending machines tend to get a little quirky at night.
I mean, do you think if Valhalla had a FNAF, it would just be vending machines jump scaring and tasing you?
Five Nights at Dorothy's.
Jeez.
It's definitely not for the younger audience, I will say that.
Oh my goodness, don't say this. I mean, Five Nights at Dorothy's sounds like you just getting run of all of the money in your wallet, Ein. Yeah, she just talked about how expensive her hunting nights were. Do you want to rent her out for 5 whole nights? Maybe I shouldn't be saying that out loud, too. In that face.
If you've got the money and if you've got the stamina.
Okay, we'll continue on with the dialogue then. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head, I can think about... Nightingale, another little one. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face.
Are we just talking about Lycion from Zenless Zone Zero?
I mean, well, here's the thing, Ein. If she's talking about people from her line of work, then I think she's absolutely tapped that market. Goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a couple of times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine, a nun from an orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids.
Wow. That's something I didn't expect to hear.
I almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, she...
She... what? What?
I said too much. Kind of confidentiality and all that. That's a flub for me.
The only thing that's running through my mind now is, oh, they fucking.
Jeez.
Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place?
Gloomy?
When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going on in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything. More like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey.
My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right?
Yup, I wouldn't dare to miss that.
Okay, then.
Alrighty then, see you tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thanks.
And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break.
Alright.
It was relatively short.
Sort of day, seems.
Yeah.
Kappa says, "Ah, lesbians. Girl love is so sweet. I love."
I need to remember to buy more cigars. No, bad Jill. Smoking is bad for your health.
90% of the promo images with Jill is her with the cigarette in her mouth.
The Glitch City air is already worse enough. You don't need to be poisoning your lungs with that garbage.
I think I've asked you this before, but have you ever tried smoking much at all? Or, you know, anything like that? Smoking vaping.
Yeah. Yeah. I started back in March of 18. And then I dropped it pretty much about like a good couple of years ago. The last one I smoked, I want to say, was back in like December of 22.
Any particular reason why you picked it up and subsequently dropped it?
Stress. Just stress.
Stress to pick it up and stress
Yeah.
to drop it? That's interesting
well,
to think
it was more of like just kind of like an I guess it'd be like an impulse thing that I did. I'm just
Fair
trying
enough.
to find a way to cope with the stress and all that.
Okay.
But eventually, after I moved out and got
you
myself
know, that
settled
might
into a
have
new
done a
place.
good bit on your psyche then.
Mhm.
I can see that. I tried like a cigarette once, and I tried a vape once, and both times I was like, no, this sucks. I'm coughing and wheezing. Maybe my constitution just sucks, but this is not for me. So,
Mhm.
yeah, just not it at all. I also probably just did it wrong back then. The smoking, the vaping thing, I did fine enough. I know that for a fact, but I tried it once, and it was just once again like, nope, this sucks. I don't want to
Yeah.
secondhand smoke or smoke at all firsthand.
Mhm.
Apple says, no wonder why Cruzy is such an angel with everyone to befriends. I mean, I don't think I befriend everybody now, but I try to be at least neutral. But there could just be retail worker me tuning in on that end.
Back. Did I miss something?
Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year, not really, no.
All right. Going out?
I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for that Mats. He must be devastated.
Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say.
Good evening, Jill.
How are you doing?
The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better.
How about your injuries?
My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today?
Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today. But I wanted to come here for a while.
I also noticed a big guy from last time is outside.
Buster? Stella doesn't want me to be alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me.
Ah, I see. What can I get you?
Something cold.
Sure. Something cold for Say.
Appa says that's why I said those you befriend. I try to just be nice to people. But, you know, not every person always go into, you know, flourish, and especially with my time in VTubing. No, sometimes people need other people to match their freak, and I am saying this unironically, but to quote Franny, I am too neurodivergent and normal. And no, I'm too neurotypical.
Neurotypical.
No, my bad. Wrong word. But I'm accused of being too normal. I can't match people's freak, and that is actually such a turn off on friendships sometimes on the internet. Because some people are wild and out there. I'ma just say this straight up.
Absolutely. They are they're kind of crazy. God, I can't remember a drink that Say likes that's on the rocks.
I mean, we've given him blue fairies, but that's sweet. I don't know if that's on the rocks.
Blue Fairy's not on the rocks now.
There you go.
It's just aged.
Oh, What do you remember much about Say's ordering then?
I'm gonna be honest, not a lot. It's been a minute.
She likes sweet. She's not the heaviest drinker.
A bit on the lightweight side, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say lightweight. Well, actually, no, yeah, she did pass it once, but she was also still pretty heavily in the meds. But she prefers not to have too much herself. Kappa says, yeah, that's always a factor. I get that. But I like how calm you are most of the time. I feel like it's because of both my acting, with me being able to keep a lid on things, on my own emotional regulation state. Of course, I'll exaggerate myself when I'm going out. Also, working retail for my entire life, basically. Sans like 1 year of a gap between jobs. I've worked retail all my life. You have to have a lid. Otherwise, sometimes it's the difference between breaking company policy or you feel like you're going to get beat up by the customer with no remorse. I'm saying that smiling, but holy crap, customers are wild as well.
I think you'll like this one.
Really? So sweet of you. Thanks.
So, Stella isn't with you today?
She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered.
And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow.
You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time.
If there is a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in my honor.
I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like?
They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members.
Really?
She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella.
Oh, that's adorable.
Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she'll most likely celebrate it big.
Interesting.
Do you like parties, Joe?
I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them.
Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise, I'd just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know?
You're not?
I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me.
That has never stopped women before.
We don't know how progressive the agenda is in which city for people to just say yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I saw Say in a dress, I would not mind.
Okay then. Meanwhile, Kappa says, I don't always have friends that are outwardly active with me, so that makes me appreciate you more. Anyone can look cute in a dress. I mean, as long as your confidence shines in it, and you know, people can have their reservations. I feel like I can pull off outfits better than certain other ones or so. But that's why we need friends to gas each other up and to welcome each other and say, hey, An, you look cute in a skirt, so let me buy you one. This is how I can eat back already to the beginning of stream.
My god.
If we do get to move in together, would you humor me?
What? I mean, I guess.
We got consent, boys! Hide in a skirt! Let's go!
I'm wearing jeans underneath it.
Although, with all the healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy, too? I feel like I'm wearing nothing. I was just saying this, eh? Not dresses, but skirts. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill.
It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that.
We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own.
That's hard to imagine.
Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size.
Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact.
Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest.
Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes.
Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics.
She's got that VTuber toggle that allows her to change her breast size on a whim.
Oh my god, that's where your mind's going? Okay, Chief. Kappa says, I mean, first time I saw you, you were a really beautiful maid. I mean, I was just being Satya and myself right then and there. But once again, AWA points are in the air, Kappa, so maybe I'll get to see you again. And that's how when she goes out, she stylizes her hair in those,
Drills?
they look a bit drilly, don't they? She stylizes her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest.
I mean, it works wonders.
Eye cam
She
for
seems
I'm
fluent
post
enough.
one.
Why not?
Doing an eye cam for the Valhalla playthrough.
No, no.
Just Alma pops up on screen. Hello, sir.
Hello, madam. She seems fluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery?
Because she always kind of likes having them that size.
Alright, look, you can't just have your cake and eat it, too. Like, Stella, you hate your breast size, you like it, it's which one is it?
I mean, both?
It's kind of, oh no, you know what this reminds me of?
Huh?
It's like the artist discourse where it's like, man,
Oh,
that
the
person
two cakes?
has a much better cake than mine. Holy shit, 2 cakes! Instead, it's just Stella's breasts.
Scroll dialogue, please. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Fine, you good? Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show.
Oh, I did not mean to push that.
And she says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her.
Huh.
I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller, thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter, thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill?
Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Please tell me Jill is not like a short. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow.
I mean, this sounds like more
What
of
about
my
you?
kind of topic, considering how we are almost like. Remember, Foyne and I were a foot apart from each other, and we are. What's your height again, 9?
6'2".
Okay, yeah, no, we also are a foot apart each other. Man, both Dark. If I had a nickel for every time a Dark Elf was a foot taller than me, I'd have 2 nickels.
Percy would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lie, but it's a strange coincidence. It's happened twice.
Man, this sucks. Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes.
People would pay to have that, honestly.
And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that.
You're fine. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Can I get you anything else?
Do you have something non-alcoholic?
I do. Give me a second. Something non-alcoholic for
I
say.
was about to say, so like, the biggest thing too is of course like the pixel sprite work in Valhalla is amazing. And say, you know, when she's not in uniform in her current state, you're seeing how freaking ripped she is, just a normal dude.
Yep. I'm good at this.
I was just drinking my drink, and I just hear the reset noise, and I almost just wanted to spit it out on instinct. Ein! How are you both? Let me just make a friends weaver off of memory, and then also biggest failure. How do I make fairy?
How do I make blue fairy? Here.
Thanks.
You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you?
It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk.
Not a lot, honestly.
I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. I feel like I enjoy being on the rocks, but then anything past that, especially after my last blackout back in July, is negative territory for me. Being able to remove a little bit of that inhibition is wonderful, I feel, but anything past that to where I can't remember more than 50% of what's going on, that's when it's negative for me. So,
Yeah.
on the rocks is good. Nothing more. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? Oh, it's a lot, unfortunately.
That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of.
There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked.
Oh, yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing?
Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it.
Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear?
Sure. Hey, say,
Yeah?
what do you plan on doing now?
I'm gonna go check one last errand before going home.
No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all?
To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it.
Oh.
But I'm alive.
Hmm?
I learned something after that Hell in Apollo chest. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous. But I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
That's nice to know.
Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party.
Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective.
Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you?
All right. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Perhaps something manly. Let's hit him with a gut punch.
Oh, I don't think I got to ask
Yo.
you this, but just piggybacking off of, like, say, leaving off. I don't think I've ever asked you, like, what you would have wanted ever for a dream job, exactly, if you had one.
I mean, back whenever I was younger, I wanted to try and I wanted to be like a scientist. I like either just like an astronomer or a meteorologist. But
Really?
after I found the online world of content creation and all that stuff, that really kind of what drove me to try and pursue that at some point.
Okay.
No,
it's just something that just came onto my mind, because I never got to ask you about it. Because my simple one was, I thought I'd just be a band kid all the way through. And, well, band's straight as a hobby, not as a career for me. So I just kind of pivoted around. I would love to make content creation full-time, but that's not in the cards at all. Did I blow up during the boom? Well, I missed my window, and that'll be it for the rest of my life, so... retail is where we're at. Not the worst, though, but it still is retail.
could always be better. At some point. Here you go.
Yes, this'll do.
So what brought you here?
Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area.
What kind of work?
Tracking someone. A gun for hire.
What about the girl? Crimson something.
I'm tracking that girl.
Didn't you just get out of that job?
I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and... well, I just couldn't refuse again.
Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer.
See, how safe is this place?
We're protected by the BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone.
Okay, then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why?
Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls.
Alright, then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender?
No.
He's some big name from Canyavania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines.
I heard that as Kanye Vania.
Kanye Vania.
I mean, you said it in a different way, but let's look at the text again. K-A-N-Y-E, right? Kanye, right? Kanye Vania.
I hate it. I hate it.
How did you not see it?
I didn't connect the dots, honestly.
Brother.
Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Aha. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made... fucking hell. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. Shush. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. A cobalt velvet for Mr. Detective here.
So then, what got you on the mercenary path?
Mutual benefits from my client.
Understandable. What inspired the mercenary path then for you, lore-wise?
Freelance work?
Whatever you say, Chief.
Oh, I fucked up.
You fool. Alright,
You distracted me!
I mean, your thing was hovering over the mitts button the entire time. You could have stopped yourself and just read.
I could have, but, you know... Whatever.
Your phone? Not
Here you
mine.
are. Oh. You actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay?
I mean, you did mess up!
No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time?
I heard the giggle in your voice, and you can't hide that.
Shut up!
He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or, at the very least, deliver a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like to not be able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing, or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight, and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up. But then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. The girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. I better go back to work before their trail goes cold. Please come again.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay then. I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all.
Alright. Where's Gil, by the way?
He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow.
I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss.
Hold on, wait a bit, and I'll go with you.
Oh, sure. Thanks. It's still wait, it was I still didn't have a mistake? What? Huh?
I mean, technically,
It was
Oh.
still a sweet drink.
it was still
so...
sweet, so I guess it wouldn't necessarily count against it, but it's not exactly what Dorothy would have wanted. Also,
Yeah.
I know this small party is what you needed. Not 300 bahts. We need a boss right, Dana.
Merry Mega Christmas! Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays!
I love Mega Christmas!
You remember on the third day when Santa came back as Mega Santa?
Yes. My favorite. Ooh, Jeremy VOD.
Mega Christmas is here.
Bye, Mickey. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in York City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how York City managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright changed the holiday. Well, it's not that different, considering they still have the same dates, but still pretty cool. Whoop! I gotta go. Time to sign some butts. Merry Mega Christmas.
We already read The Dream Person, didn't we? Yeah.
Pretty sure. No, yeah, we've read this one.
I
I don't think we've read any of these now, have we?
don't think we have, yeah.
Oh, you want this one?
Yuru Yuri is the best show this season by Lana Smithy. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yuru Yuri, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years.
I should have taken this one. I love comedy Slice of Life.
The pals at the popular Danger U forum seem to be divided, however. This is such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Sheena Sue. Wake me up inside. Okay, sure. You can catch every YY every Friday on RS.
Just the amount of pause you had to give that for a second there. That's absolutely hilarious. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? Maybe I really should have taken the first one and let you have this one. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you, by Lana Smithy. The King of the West, Kanye! From the western nation of Kanye-vania, I'm sticking with this. Has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do whatever they want. They don't give a shit. Marina Zimmer, 35, the Augmented Eye. As I told the Augmented Eye during a street interview, they're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you can just make them from scratch to match their every needs? More as we investigate.
Update to Lilum receiving mysterious messages by Lana Smithy. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it just a prankster or someone who discovered how to sever public communication channels in Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago when Lilum advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. And then...
Anything endanger you?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, before we start
Crazy.
the game, I'm going to use the restroom real quick then.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright. Proceeding on. You just working. I don't think we had to buy anything this day now, did we?
Nah, we didn't have to buy anything, but I was just curious.
Ought to spend all the money? Well, that's probably not. It's probably a bad idea to
$1,500
do-
for a PC9X.
I mean, do you... that's up to you then. Kappa, I really hope we... And so, especially now that we start talking more. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but it's looking more prospective. We just have to point out the hotel dates for if we go to AWA. Instead, I'm putting maybe Christmas Flan as my one for sure cosplay. I might also try to work on Maid myself. Like, since I cosplayed myself in my previous VTube outfit, maybe I'll work in my new one. But that's a whole dress, and that's gonna be a whole problem. So I'll figure that out. All good on?
Yep. Just gonna save again right quick.
Let's hit it! Mega Christmas time!
Mega Christmas party at the bar. Good evening.
Jill! I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have! You came in your uniform!
These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in your uniforms too.
Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored.
What about the kilt you wore that one time?
I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow.
And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with.
You people depress me.
That's a screen cap.
And say.
That's a screen cap right there.
Also, I completely neglected Kappa's last message. When did this game come out again? Well, let me just check at least when it came out on Steam. It came out on itch first, itch.io, before Steam, but at least for Steam, it came out, I think, 2016? June 21, 2016, yeah. At least for Steam. I don't know how early it was on itch once again. Well, everything is in place back there.
Ah, Alma's here.
You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly.
Greet the titty hacker. Welcome to Wait.
I didn't even hear Joe's laugh. You got out completely. I just heard the wheeze and then nothing else. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is.
Shut up. It's become a reflex.
Kappa
Wait,
says, I can feel a bit of mid-2010s in this game. You know, it feels pretty ahead of its time in that regard. Well, I feel like that's just good writing. And also, especially if you're writing what is a satire on late-stage capitalism and all that, you're kind of seeing the trends and going along with that, especially so.
Wait, Alma also came in here in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her?
Rib sweaters get a free pass.
Of course they do.
I mean, they're nice.
Why?
Ah,
It's because of her boobs, isn't it? Silly question. Never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice?
Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside.
Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma?
Setting up the food warmer.
The... what?
I bought it 3 days ago! It's amazing. It works just like a set of wires, but you can create a flame with them. Or frame. Ah, that's a flub for me.
A flame with them, huh?
I mean, it worked close enough. I don't know. Counter-Arts are kind of doing that to me. Put the food in it, press a button, watch as it warms the food up, just like a microwave.
So... an air fryer.
If you want to, if you want to assume, it's an infomercial bauble though. It is an air fryer, really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move, and we'll be out of food for the night.
So, a volatile air fryer.
Whoosh. Sounds like ultra rare, volatile air fryer. Everything will be stored in a second.
Oh. So you've bought infomercial stuff too?
Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts.
Well...
Dynamic entry!
finally, at least somebody came after me.
Isn't it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour?
Really? Oh.
Like I said, every line from Dorothy, you are absolutely going to break.
I should have expected it, but I expected to not expect anything, so it doesn't count.
Oh my goodness, Sign. Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny.
You're taking her side now?
Jealous?
You wish.
You don't need to fight for me.
We're not.
I'll go check the microwave wires thingy. I'm starting to get hungry.
Clearly, Alma, you don't own an air fryer.
Clearly, you don't own a microwave wire, Ein.
A micro wire.
That sounds like something that should have been created. Like, it sounds like a very small wire for like PCs or something.
Hmm.
Great idea.
Back. Oh. Hello, Jill.
Soldier, you're late.
Hey, Jay!
See, that's how you greet people.
You shut it!
I'll go help, I'll go help Sweater Pups.
Sweater Pops. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh.
Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo, Anchorage! Alma. I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly, or burn that bitch. So, how long? 15 minutes or so? A bell will ring when the time comes.
This reminds me of that one video please tell me you've seen that video trending around Twitter where it was like, which one of y'all fuckers is gonna tell me that tea tastes a lot better when it's hot?
Yeah.
You've been using cold water?
Goodness. Also,
Danish? Answer the question, Danish!
Kappa says, Dana wants that sweater bust. I mean, virgin colors became popular for a
Ew.
reason, and just winter sweaters are really cute, in general. Not to mention,
Yes.
Oma kind of has the biggest bust out of the cast. We need to kill some time, then. Alright, let's break Truther there.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Run.
Do you have bad memories with Truth or Dare, Ein? I'll take that
I plead
silence
the
to
fifth.
yes.
What?
I'll pass.
Games are for kids! Treats are for kids!
I'm in!
Sure, I'll play.
Sounds fun. As long as that much stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster.
I'll pat.
You'll play.
Oh no.
So, Hein, have you had bad memories of Truth or Dare? Yes?
Maybe.
No. Okay, maybe I'll just keep that for off-stream then. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get pit, you pit either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pit somebody else. We go like that until food's done. And what about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill,
Yes?
you start. Pit someone.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, who you
Okay.
picking? Who do you want to
Let's
talk
start off. Let's start off with Alma.
I was instructing Dorothy just because of how much you've been breaking over her.
Alma.
Let's go with Truth.
What's the most uncomfortable thing that has happened to those arms of yours?
Uncomfortable. They get stuck a lot of clothes and fibers. Sometimes the joints get jammed with cloth.
Just how much of those arms are mechanical anyway?
Less than you think. The only things I truly lost were my hands. The arm muscles are still mine, a bit with some enhancements. And my skin doesn't grow on them. They're covered by the plates. It's more an enhancement than a replacement, really.
Huh.
Well then... Hey, boss! Me? Truth or dare? Dare me. I dare you. Use an Argentine bat breaker on Nick. Surely. Nick!
I give!
Only after you answer this.
What?
Does the name Joseph Valentine ring any bells?
I know of a Joseph Shine, but not Valentine.
Joseph Shine. Alright then.
I guess it's my turn. Hey, Chief, can you drop me?
Oh, right.
Hey, Jill. Truth or dare? I'll pick dare. Pet the dog.
You say so intimidating. Yeah, you have to pet the dog, Jill. Otherwise, Dorothy will have to do it in your place.
Yeah, whatever. Come here, mutt.
Yes, come on! Pet me harder, is that all you've got?
Oh, fuck you. I wonder how long until the food's done.
Alright, we'll do Dorothy.
Dorothy, my life.
Dorothy.
Yes, I fit dare.
This is going to go horribly wrong.
Okay. I want you to put your leg behind your head.
Just that? Alright.
So, the extra flexible joints weren't just a bluff.
I never bluff. I'm pretty sure I've heard something rip though. Okay then, Dana. I picked dare.
She is quite daring.
I mean, Dana kind of bats up a lot, but she does. I dare you to stare Honey straight in the eyes for 10 seconds. Sure. Hmm.
Please stop.
7 seconds. And done. Okay then, dodge.
Yes! Challenge me!
Chase your tail, but only made 3 spins. No more, no less.
Alright! Done!
That was 4.
And now?
2. You cut out again! That was 3. Good job.
Alright. Hey Jay, pick one. Dare. I dare you to call me a good boy. Good boy.
I'm clipping that immediately now.
I hate you. No, stop!
That's on Shadowplay! That's on Shadowplay! That's going in my iron compilation! It'll just be good boy. We got one! We got him, ladies and gentlemen!
Oh my god. I'm getting hungry. Boss.
I'll pick Dare.
3
Everybody's
for
chosen
3.
Dare. No, there's been no truths.
No, Alma picked truth once.
Okay, that was the very first one, and everybody else has been Dares.
Yep.
Actually, no, Dana made Joe tell the truth on something.
Can you lift me with just your non-mechanical arm?
Ah.
Alright, you can. Please put me down.
Well then. Hey Joe, truth or dare? Also, Kappa says, I'm just saying you can call me good boy anytime. Or, I'm just saying you can call me good boy anytime, says Kappa. Misread that. No lack of punctuation.
Can I
fooled me
really
right there.
pick? Let's go with dare.
Okay then. Please cross your arms.
Oh, right.
Now turn a bit to the left. I mean my left.
Oh!
A bit more, and now stand still for a second.
Boss, is that a picture?
That it is. You're going in my trans compilation. No, not even same race. Sorry for the trouble.
You were comparing me to a pic?
Yep.
Can I at least see it?
No.
Fine.
A bell? Food's ready. Finally!
Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside.
Careful.
Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess.
Hey.
I mean, hello.
A bit late for the hello, don't you think?
Want one?
You know I don't smoke.
True. Are you leaving already?
Yeah. Technically we celebrated Magic Christmas yesterday. But I just got a message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave.
Good luck with that.
Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing?
Fine, I guess. All of this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years?
Ask Katyusha. Any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from whenever you're going to a war.
I guess.
Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I've gotta go.
Careful out there.
Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think?
Yeah, she's right.
Hey, Joe's back! And
Hell is happening here?
happy Mega Christmas. And welcome to Chapter 3. I love the dark side of the moon. I love Ocarina of Time. I love whatever other moon reference I can make here. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by you love Ocarina of Time? Majora's Mask was the one with the moon.
You see, that was the two ways of the joke, dude. I had you through the Brain Destroyer right there. Also, Joe's cute. Super Mario Odyssey. Ah, that's a good one, Kappa. Thank you. Chapter 3. Dos. Joe is cute. Joe cosplay wouldn't be out of the matter. But after doing Mewtwo, I've had enough with Twin Tails, which even goes for my own cosplay.
Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. She wants to see if the Alex Ball Spirit actually grows.
You have 4 days to make 6K.
It shouldn't be too hard.
Oh, you need to buy that Alex doll.
$350, that's not too bad.
There you go.
Is that? Yeah, that's it right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that is the guy. Okay, Alex is that guy from Y2K. There you go.
Let's take a look and see what's going on here.
Danger you.
Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV, so useless Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my wife like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame as far as I know. I'm going to marry Julianne. There's always that one person that just says, I'm going to marry blank. Oh my God, I remember watching the show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered 4 things. You will never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Well, I keep trying. Never seen this show before. Is it any good or just a meme? Just a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about the sequel? Are these going to be broadcasted as well? The sequels are shit.
I'm sorry, but pay attention to the 10 spots otherwise. Look at it. Look how sad. No, Foreign Jill.
Oh. Is your lip trembling? No.
You know that one Oshinoko edited panel that's been making rounds? This shit is so ass.
Literally the coolest thing ever.
Alright. Wow, all new stuff. I just rotate 2 since you just took Danger U. Street Race at the Motor City District leaves 2 dead. Oh, come on. I choose the worst time. I didn't even look at the article. I just said, alright, I'll take it. Darn it. By Lana Smithy, the Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees its sweet, and the dozens of injured drivers it leaves each year. This time it is reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as the Death Lane. The transit police is currently investigating the deaths, as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regarding to who is running the underworld, with nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, J. Esposito, told the Lamented Eye. The death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however. That is a promise.
Oh, no.
You won't believe. Number 5 will shock you the most, I take it away.
You won't believe what happens in this cartoon by Lana Smithy. Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. This comes to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now. But enter Touch Fluffy Tail, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. Okay, so are we talking about like the okay. Never mind.
No, say your point. Say it. Say it.
I'm trying to remember the name of the artist that made the song "Touch Fluffy Tail."
That's inspired from Monster Girl Quest right there. Touch Fluffy Tail. That's the meme
Somehow
from there.
this all makes sense. Somehow this makes sense.
Kappa Joe's Touch Fluffy Tail? It was the Kitsune tail and whatever, and that is, like, what? A tail, like, a fluffy tail is so divine, dude. There's a reason why I have in my VR chat avatar those Kitsune tails, even if they are fake holograms. Don't you just want to fluff them all the time, Ein?
I mean, not all the time.
Yeah. Oh, that's positive affirmation, see? Fluffy tails are meant to be fluffed.
No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plots, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, said a TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. Stop.
Oh,
I rescued you. I touch your tail if I wanna.
That reminds me immediately of how castration, or cast station, okay, that's the wrong way to put it. So cast station, I think, is the way to put it. The person who's been making all the kind of like Chibi Miku stuff like that. It's famous with the rabbit hole animation. They just announced recently, like 2 or 3 days ago from this recording, that they are stopping not safe for work animations, rather, so due to constant internet
you're talking
backlash.
about Carpet. You're talking about Carpet.
Carpet Station or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a whole like
Yeah.
They have no space in between the name. It's like 18 letters long. But yeah, and so the stupidest argument I always see is like, Miku's 16. Brother, she's a computer software that's 16 years old. Not like Miku's been around long enough, people. It's not like she's a kid, for crying out loud. Court City Olympics return next year. Wow, we just had the Olympics. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics returns to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome, this time with a representative from the exclusive country of Kanye-vania again! Prime Minister Quincy, who was in charge of the committee, told the augmented eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of the best competitors come to the country. Kanye-vania's main religion, this isn't getting any better! Prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said countries had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it'll do just the trick.
Oh my god.
You good?
Alright. Yes.
Whatever you say,
Alright.
Chief.
Time to clock in.
Yeah.
Good evening.
That was a cute yawn. Hey, Joe! Joe is sorting in the vat. Joe is in the vat sorting and reading shipment, and I've got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye!
What? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order. Pet me.
I
No.
can't with you just, having your nasally
Pet
voice and then just
me.
pet me.
No. I'm in charge, and I want you to pet me.
Please. So I've seen a few songs that haven't made the jukebox before, so like Out of Orbit, Reminiscence, and whatever. Are you just kind of combing through, or have you been listening more?
I have not necessarily been listening to a lot of it. Most of it is kind of just based off of memory of what I have listened to, essentially.
Kind of like how you can just intrinsically make a fringe weaver at a moment's notice without having to think about it. How did you do that?
I don't even know. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you.
Like, the bar string pulled up and you just started making it. You didn't click on anything else. You surprised
I mean, it's
me.
literally one of the It is okay. I'm gonna be straight up honest. It is relatively easier to make a fringe weaver than it is to make a sugar rush.
A sugar rush is so easy. It's 3 ingredients. No rots, no age, no nothing.
Yeah, but a fringe weaver is literally just 9 karmatrine, 1 hide, and that's it.
Yeah, you're
Other than aging
struggling.
it. Other than aging it.
You think I can count to 9?
Time to mix drinks and change lives.
Oh, we're not addressing that, huh?
Hey, Jay! Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't.
You're killing me here.
Gil! You called? He said Will, not Gil. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody! Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will! Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up! Who? Me or Will?
You cut out again.
You go back to whatever you were doing. Alright. And you, stand by. Only if you pet me. Go! The fuck just happened?
I don't know if Gil was just playing along or just fucking with you at this point. First and foremost, Kappa says, you know, I have a fun idea. I'll get myself Valhalla for my birthday since I'm turning 21 and serve virtual drinks. There you go. You can have fun with that. And then we can treat you to some actual alcohol when you join us on a community night. Only if you want, of course. But when's your birthday, Kappa? We need to make it a celebration. In the meantime, let's celebrate. Ein, your favorite customers arrived! Ein?
Did I just shrink behind the counter and pretend I'm not here? Welcome to Virgilio?
Why do you sound so weirded out?
You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy.
December 24th. Got it, Kappa.
Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know.
So it's all an act then?
Wasn't it obvious?
I guess.
Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane?
Sure. Virgilio wants a Bleeding Jane.
This is absolutely a change of pace after you just cowered in fear behind the bar.
That is definitely a change of pace for Virgilio. Something's up with the guy.
That means AWA is your birthday con. I'll get you a birthday gift then if I get to go, boy. I'll get you something.
A Bleeding Jane.
Yes, this is just the thing.
So, tired of putting on an act. Care to explain?
It's a long story, and I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though?
Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion.
Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion?
Yes.
You do know how weird that sounds, right?
It sounds weird?
You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there.
And everyone dismisses a fool and as a buffoon and moves on.
Eh?
I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I'd become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma.
Huh. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on.
You completely fooled me. Thanks.
Virgilio really
See.
threw Joe the Brain Destroyer.
Actually, though. See, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Something spicy, something spicy.
How do you feel about Virgilio actually ordering drinks this timeline?
What's going on here?
If you can't bid them, at least go for the biggest one. Or at least go for the most expensive then for your event, right?
True.
Well, actually, I didn't check. Can you double the bloom wine or not really? Well, that's 170 versus 230
7, 10,
anyway,
yeah.
so you might as well.
Yeah, it's 10.
Alright.
It's 10. And then the Bleeding Jane's 200, so
Yeah,
Bloomlight
yeah.
is the most expensive one.
I mean, you just served the Bleeding Jane anyway. Cruz, you don't feel like you have to? I want to! Plus, I have access to a 3D printer and 4 months of time. I'll make you something real nice, brother. And it's because I want to. I've given so many gifts when I've been out cosplaying anyway, Kappa. Both to people I know and to complete strangers just because they're cosplaying the same series. I want to do this.
Here. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with passion.
I feel
Do you
this for
like
Hilliard,
it?
because I want to like spicy things, but my tolerance sucks. But I've said this enough on stream.
I enjoy spicy things, personally.
I mean, knowing your taste in not food-related stuff, I wouldn't expect any less from you to be spicy.
I'm sorry?
Go on.
Yeah?
It's your voice line. Come on. You can go. Wink.
Nuts. Not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender. Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior, and thank you at that. Don't worry. I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client, after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be. It might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities and sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you... Did you say something? Just rambling. Pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Huh. Again. Again? In my time here, I've heard avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. A troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm sort of criminal, though? Like I said, you're not exactly helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Helio wants something bitter.
Kappa says, in response to my last comments, Cruzy, I don't deserve you. Well, what? We are all friends here, and especially since the fact that I only get to see you, one of my friends and one of my ardent supporters of me as an e-girl here, online, once, maybe twice a year at best, I want to be able to give my support, and at least for me, I feel like giving gifts is my love language. Because there's so much with me being, it's weird to say, you know, I'm just start of the line middle class enough. That's a lot more privilege than a lot of people can say. So the fact that if it may take an hour or two of my time, it may take like 10, 20 bucks more of my time, more of my wallet or whatever, to give a gift I thought was just, you know, it's cool for somebody, or I think it's cool, or I think they want it, I'm more than happy to. They don't put me on a pedestal like this. This is what friends should do, right?
Actually, hold on. Would that be... Let's see...
I'm sorry, I tuned back because I wasn't paying attention to the screen at all. I'm just thinking, I just think to myself, wow, Rahulio's acting so normal. Let me gut punch him real quick. Let me soup punch him real quick.
You know what? Let's give him a grizzly.
You're sticking a grizzly on him? A whole entire grizzly bear? A whole entire
I'm giving
temple?
him a bear.
I can't believe you're dropping a whole entire temple on him.
All blended.
Jarts. Yeah, and like, sorry. We do this because not because we expect anything out of each other, but because we can. I have the opportunity to give gifts to my friends, so that's what I'll do. Right, Ein?
Yep.
I'm saying this because next week, when it's your birthday yourself, ooh, have I got the spicy... Okay, spicy is not the right word. The loveliest thing for you.
Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? Well, the person playing them, yes, absolutely. I fucking love my coffee.
The person watching it, no, I don't. Well, coffee, the taste is meh, but the actual ramifications it has on my high metabolism body, no.
As weird as it may sound from a smoker, I can't believe this. I can't
Friendship
finish
ended
saying
with
this.
Joe Stingray. I can't believe, after everything that you two have intrinsically linked upon, you're actually ending your friendship with Joe on this.
I can't believe this, Jill. We're no longer friends. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to find somebody else to voice act you.
Jeez. Meanwhile, Kappa goes, ooh, better watch out, Ein. Cruzy Pie's about to pull out the big guns. Oh, you have no idea. Ein, you're gonna be so pleasantly surprised by next week.
As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day... What about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer. No, that's not it. It's like the bandage girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective.
Wow, we missed him for like 2 days. Yeah, we saw him before Magic Christmas, now we're just seeing him right afterwards.
Yeah.
Is that our fastest customer turn? Actually, no, we had Dorothy to give you a hug, and then she came the day after, so I think...
Yeah.
So, Art's second place for fastest customer turnover.
And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay.
I'm gonna just use the restroom, but since it's a you segment, I'll let you just go on. So don't wait for me.
Alrighty. I'll just boost that up to like a 4 Karmatrine. Aged and mixed. Cheer. Oh, you got it right. So, what's up now? A bit of the holiday blues, you could say. So you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You looked more like a Festivus kind of guy. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. Sounds like my kind of holiday. And, you know, cheapskate. Okay, that's a little bit of a low blow joke. Come on. Come on. Just because he was... man. If you have something to say, say it. I'll refrain. Although now that I think about it, Holiday Blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just a season.
I'm back.
The season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. God, does that feel too real?
Oh boy, do I love commercialized holidays. I feel like...
When are we actually gonna start having it be called Mega Christmas in our time, Cruzy?
I think it's probably gonna be called Freedom Christmas in America more than Mega Christmas more than anything.
True.
Or rather, like, no, actually, I feel like the more on-the-nose thing would be, instead of 4th of July, it would be Freedom of July, and they'd span the holiday to be an entire month.
Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came that turbo male guy. He started the yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo male? That can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted?
Are you a turbo male? Where's my turbo male fans at?
His partner was Buster Best.
You good?
I can't. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, let me take that again.
Go on. You good? What's with you? What's so funny?
Buster Bester.
Oh! Oh, I see it now. You're a clown. You're an absolute clown. You are a clown, Ein Faustblood.
Please, let me look at this thing. I can't, Chrissy.
Ein! I recognize it. I can see how it's funny, but come on! You're absolutely dying.
I'm trying to keep it together. Hold it. Okay, just give me a second. Give me. All right, I'm cracking open a drink. Fuck it.
Okay, as Ein says this, I'll say one thing. A bunch of my friends, my close friends, are into wrestling. So, like for example, Ein, you remember when Metsu crashed our bar?
Mm-hmm.
He's part of, his partner is Chit Zama, who both of them run the Chit-Cord basically. Rather, it's Chit's Discord first and foremost. But they do have wrestling nights for like most often more than not, because they're always like watching AEW, Dynamite, and everything like that. So let's see. Yesterday, they literally watched, All In London the other day, and they actually traveled out a little bit, if I remember it too. But the big thing is like I'm not interested myself just because I don't have the time, and I haven't been able to join their nights. But like wrestling names that are actually just there are just kind of like it's kind of like Koreans taking gamer tags now, like. You know, like Faker, Impact, or whatever. That's like iconic league names, and that's cool. Your name is an actual verb for what you're doing. You're having an impact. And I'm just gonna read off like the AEW Dynamite tag, right? Some people are like, this guy's tag is Ricochet. There is one guy whose name is Adam Page, but his moniker is Hangman. Like, that's cool. But then Turbo Male? Or for you, Ein, Buster Master?
Please, I just got done laughing. I can't.
Yeah, like, read more off. I know it's right this. Like, okay, like reading off on more of this card. Yeah, Ricochet, Hangman Adam Page. It's like, that's cool. There's a guy I know who's just named Hook. I know there's like a whole group called the House of Black. Like, that sounds cool, dude. Wrestling names are cool. Wrestling culture is cool. But also, you get names like those sometimes. Kappa also says, relating to our last conversation, me getting run over by a reindeer during Freedom Christmas and having to pay a $20,000 hospital bill. Oh no.
Damn.
Well, what's better in the holidays than spending it in the hospital? I feel like that is a movie trope that is sadly not overdone because it strikes so true to holiday-related accidents.
Yep. Alrighty. Alright, I've got it together now.
You know that one meme that was, hell no, your ass tweaking, Jigsaw? Your final challenge is... You just need to read off, like, a Dorothy monologue, and you have to not laugh.
To say the name Buster Master, but you cannot laugh, or else the bomb collar around your neck will explode.
If for an April Fool's prank, I would totally pay to, like, I would buy, like, WWE, like, 2024, like, whatever it is called, on Steam, and have the commentators just say Buster Master versus Turbo Mats, and just see how long it takes me to break as they professionally commentate over these two.
Alright. His partner was Buster Master and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And, of course, that's the part everyone sings about. Santa became Nega Santa thanks to the Redmond family.
It's the Mega Chin! Run!
Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. So you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male? Yep. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat Nuke and then think they're better than everyone else. I see. Anything else I can get you? Give me a Fringe Weaver, will you? Sure.
Oh, you can do this without even having to watch, huh? Wow, you gonna get the detective drunk? Oh, that was fast as crap. Meanwhile, Kappa says, Edman Nega. Dr. Edman! Edman Nega! What?
What?
What? Earthbound music? That's... Goodness, that is a word that is so absolutely toasted within the modern times, dude.
Didn't expect that,
Oh, we got a raid with Rika Reedman.
Ah, Rika! How are you doing? First and foremost, let me give you a shout out. It's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. How are we doing here? For everybody that may not know, Rika is a wonderful VTuber that I feel like I've gotten, or I say gotten to know, I've known about your existence since a year, 2 or 3 of VTubing, I feel, after seeing your name pop around with Serena's stuff. Serena is my debut sister, and they're also partners now. I say now, they've been partners for a good little while, but what have you been doing tonight, and how are you doing? Hi, how you enjoyed Valhalla? We are doing good. This is Stream Sits between me and my own partner. Okay, partner in streaming, not actual partner. I need to disclaim this. I'm just saying now. After I just did specify how you and Serena are together. Yeah, what were you doing? Yeah, no, it's been going pretty good. We just celebrated Mega Christmas, and now we're lamenting about how Mega Christmas was renamed because a guy was named Turbo Male. Or, if his name was Turbo Male, his wrestler ring name was Turbo Male. but we're enjoying it. I should note this is not blind for me, but this is blind for Ein. I played it back when it released on Steam, not on itch, but that was like years ago, so I'm like semi-blind. I remember
This is my first read-through with it.
And as we go to the Midnight Bar more often than enough in VR chat, I want Ein to play this with me, so here we are.
Yep. Here. Right. Thanks. So, any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that?
Okay, real quick. Rita said I survived the ads. Darn it! I have to do it again. It's Wonderful Wind Mage, the Cruz Ship Servant, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service. Nah, oh good. We've been enjoying it. It is Stream 6 of Valhalla. I played it back when it first released on Steam. I didn't play it on itch, but that was like, you know, I looked it up earlier because Tap was asking, 2016, back during my high school. So I'm like semi-blind. I remember the big story beats. Ein, my lovely partner here, in streaming, not in partnership, in the dating way. I don't know how else to put it. He is blind, but since we go drinking at the VR chat recreation of the Midnight Bar, I want him to play it with me, so we are chilling out, having a good time. And this is the day after Mega Christmas, so we're chilling, lamenting about how a restaurant by the name of Turbo Mail renamed it.
There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of White Knight stops, so there's that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask, like, what were you
Really?
streaming, Rican? How are you doing tonight? How you doing? Ooh, you love the VR chat. Yeah! Ein and I usually have like a monthly outing or so maybe I should invite some more of my friends, as I know I've invited a good amount of people out, including, like I said, Chich and Metsu have gone out a few times or so. But I haven't gotten to hang out with Serena much outside of streams or so maybe I can hang out with you, or just whoever else sometime. It can be fun. Okay, sorry. I'm divulging and I'm interrupting your dialogue
You're
with
good.
yourself, Ein. Sorry,
You're
sorry.
good.
I know you love talking to yourself.
Okay.
Narcissistic joke. Oh, you were doing read-only memories. Yeah, I know about read-only memories too. That's a great adjacent. I wouldn't say it's not universe adjacent at all, but it's another good visual novel adjacent to like the writing style. If you'd want to go through that yourself, Ein. So I would also
Really?
highly recommend it.
Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. Oh, and all the madness following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened have been long deleted. Security cams, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say plans on testifying. Does anyone know if Say went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey, bartender. You okay? Sorry, got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there. Like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength.
Oops, that might have been over in a day or two ago. Also, real quick.
Clearly, we didn't have that happen yesterday. Not at all. No.
Mika also says,
Or no, it was the day after.
For more friends to hang out with on VR chat, so I'd like to join it. Yeah! Once again, I haven't hung out with Serena. I mean, I participated in her chat a good amount, but I haven't gotten to hang out with my sister, my debut sister, in forever. And I'd love to hang out with you, because I feel like I've only gotten to see you in passing, or friend of a sister, not friend of a friend necessarily. But yeah, I have my full body tracking. I'd love to get to chill with you. We can make it a double date, right, Ein?
Sure.
I mean, I was setting you up, but okay, however your
What?
tongue wants to
Huh?
be. But I'd love to
I'm
hang
so
out
confused.
sometime.
What?
I was making a joke that we could go out on a date together. Okay, Ein. No, yeah, like, we can hang out. Or like I said, yeah, we have so many similar circles for crying out loud. Like, I hang out with Chit and Metsu so much in their Discord. We could easily point out a VR chat night, because we always love going out together ourselves in that Discord ourselves. So not just a date, but just like a whole group outing. Because there's so many multiplayer worlds or just chill that we can do as just a whole collective. So let's talk about that more off stream too. Yeah. Yeah. Let's hang out more. Just us as a whole collective. Off
Or
stream,
that the
yeah.
writer of the last
Spicy that
screen in
way.
the world
Alright.
is actually living here as a brain in a jar. But those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. I see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Please come again.
He says, I'm here to vibe with Cyberpunk Jason Alexander. I mean, I introduced Art more of like a Columbo figure, so I feel like our interpretation of Art has changed so much.
One last thing, bartender. That mysterious name you got written on that glass of yours. Mind if I have a look at it? Reminds me of a certain concert singer that was here in Glitch City a couple of nights ago.
Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, let's just talk, both on Discord, on Twitter, or just, you know, if you want to, if you have a time that y'all are gonna hang out, or just you in general too, just DM me, just hit me up, just contact me, however you want me, because I'm up as long as I know what time are plans, because 2 jobs is a lot of time out of my hands. It's hard. Columbo versus George Constanza Detective. I still think my favorite thread that I saw on Twitter recently was who wins in a death battle, Light or Columbo. And I think my favorite comment out of that was just Light would win 9 out of 10 times, but the thing is that it would be a completely hollow victory because of course Columbo would turn it around immediately on its head, without a doubt. Just directly, one more thing, superpowers everything.
Okay then, but, no, wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking your break? Let me know if someone comes in.
Hey Joe, break time. But yeah, we can talk and just, you know, whatever works, because, I mean, Aina and I, we only get a week to ourselves. A day to ourselves every week, so that's just how it goes.
Yep.
But
things are pretty quiet outside.
Quite frankly, yeah, work is work, but I gotta pay the bills after all my recent car problems. But that's just how life goes. We just gotta do what we can. In fact, I get this lovely night out with you, Ayn, right? And I got to see you, Rika. Just what's I haven't gotten to. Okay, I say see you. No, I've seen you on Twitter liminally from like Serena's retweets. So just getting, I know of your existence and I follow you. But at the same time too, it's just the same thing of, well, this is a little awkward of, we liminally know each other exist. Well, that's just how life goes. We're adults. A whole 3 months will pass and it's just like, so how you been recently? Pain.
There we go.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're good.
You can count to 12, yeah. Jill! I finally get a chance to...
Mr. M!
I finally get a chance to act after a whole day and a half. Rika, real quick, goes, yeah, I need the excuse to go from, we know each other exists to acquaintances at least, now. I mean, funny enough, yeah, Serena and I were super close until she started using the other model, so now we're even less sisters, because we were both debut sisters / model sisters, but now we're just kind of like friends or so. That's not a bad thing, it's just like, literally, we've both been VTubing for 4 years now. Serena a little bit more than, actually, she's been VTubing longer than me, but you get the point. We get to see each other, we get to acknowledge each other's existence, but time's so busy. There's not much time to get to do much besides maybe enjoy a stream or two of each other and just get to, shoot the shit, say a few things in chat and just say, alright, I gotta chill for tonight. It's just, it's busy. But I don't mean that in a bad way, necessarily, Life's going, but I'm positively busy. I'm making ends meet, I'm paying my bills, I'm getting to chill out, relax, have fun with friends, in moderation. I definitely don't have enough free time as I'd like, but that's just how life is. So if you're happy with your life, and like you said, yeah, you're reading books and visual novels, and that's great right there. You're living life to what you want, and, you have a great support staff, be it from your friends, like me, hopefully you consider me on that end, and, you have Serena as well, of course, smile. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss.
You seem to be in a good mood.
I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy?
I guess. What can I get you?
I'll have a beer.
Okay. Let's get Kim a beer.
I feel like, just because it's been also 2 weeks, my voice is a blended. Because Dorothy, I know how to inflict it up. It's just anytime I'm teasing you, Ein. Kim's it says excitable, but Kim, after the first impression, with her, I'm just kind of like, I need to strike that balance of like a little less energy and more nervousness from Say, and I can't strike that right now. I'm not feeling it.
It's all good.
I mean, she's like a nervous wreck, you know? After the first encounter back on day 1, murder. Goth Velma? How do I not see that out of Kim? Definitely has that nervous energy vibe. I mean, once again, out of day 1, murder. Thanks.
Yep.
So, how have you been doing?
Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out. My appetite is coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life.
So nice to hear.
Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too.
Huh, really?
Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like a good thing to do for the time being. That's my job. My current job gets me lots of benefits, so even though I got a year more before I age out, I kinda need that for the rest of my life. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Wow, okay. But it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action.
A bit of advice. Don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service, with a cut in pay and tips. I was gonna go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute.
How do you back down a bit?
Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment. And instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one.
I thought those apartments were built by them or something.
Back in England, they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises.
Oh.
Realty Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so.
Really?
I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Nah, I've just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something. I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side. You must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else?
Let's try a sugar rush.
Okay. Sugar Rush. I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. No, not
We've been
really.
talking about it a lot, so Jill might be gaslighting herself a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, a little
I mean,
bit.
Dorothy asked for a Sugar Rush the day before Mega Christmas.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of like the most recent one that I can think of off the top of my head.
I think so too, but...
There we go.
She asked for it absent-mindedly, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, to an extent,
Here you go.
Yay! I need to actually, I drink my water when you're bartending and not actually to simulate when they're drinking the drink, dude. And I need to start doing that. Actually, Jill, I came here to thank you.
Me?
Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shot, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Once again, murder, 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 murder. Not to mention you helped me cool down, and your boss saved me. And I don't know. I feel like I had to tell you all that before the seer ended.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off.
I'm better now. Thanks a lot.
Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. I'd shudder
It
for
did?
you, Kim, if you can even put on a cool bartender act in the future. You don't?
I don't.
Are you sure?
What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but... Nah, I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing.
Huh.
Disappointed?
Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act. And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further.
Good luck with that.
Say, let's try something bubbly now.
Alright. Now let's get a bubbly drink.
Wait, is a Fringe Weaver bubbly?
A French Weaver
Oh wait,
is
that's
bubbly.
what I was making the joke because of you, Ein. Oh no, you're gonna give her a Fringe
Do I give the
Weaver.
Kim alcohol?
Oh no, oh no. I brought this upon ourselves. And nothing
Dude.
more.
Hold on. Okay, well, I actually want to see something here. 280. 260.
Demonic. Early, okay, so I need to give some
150.
context before you came around, Richa.
100.
You say Frenzy was described one of your favorite drinks. Just in general, right?
Yeah.
When
Well,
you started the
Spice
stream,
Drum.
it had been
particularly.
2 weeks before. It had been 2 weeks since we last played Valhalla. When the first customer requested their drink, I, without even clicking on anything, just made a Fringe Weaver from scratch, without even thinking about it, and was about to serve it before I pointed it out. I just went, Ein, you have made a Fringe Weaver. Why have you done that? And he just goes, oh, I did. Like, how do you do that? That's not an accident, that's absolute muscle memory. You're still giving her 10 alcohol.
I mean,
it's your decision, I'm just saying. It's so funny.
well, let's see.
It's
we
whatever
gave-
you want, Chief. It's your playthrough. Oops, oh muscle memory. Oops, oh Fringe Weavers. One Cringe Weaver, please. You just gave her beer.
I gave her a large beer, and that had 8 Karmatrine. And then I gave her a Sugar Rush, which also had 4 Karmatrine.
I mean, what? It's whatever you want, Chief. I'm gonna be the one acting Kim anyway, so I gotta tone it up. I mean, I feel like you're deciding between do I give Kim 10 Karmatrine or 18 Karmatrine?
At this point, yeah.
Oh
But-
my god.
But it's also worth considering, you know, again, she's had a large beer that already had 8 Karmatrine. She also had a large Sugar Rush that had 4 Karmatrine inside of it.
That's already 12.
This child is going
This
to
is
the
10.
hospital tonight.
This
At
is
the very least, when Norma visited the bar, who was actually a child, I didn't give her alcohol, even though he strongly debated about it. So we get the whole meme of should I give the kid alcohol? Pops up on that. Oh my goodness gracious. Just do what you want, Chief.
This is 22 Karmatrine. What is like the maximum amount that somebody can have in like a sitting?
Okay, let's assume they got a big fringe weaver. I'm guessing Cobalt Velvet's Nest is at 10.
I want to try and recall something because I know Streamer Chan wanted us to get her completely fucking wasted. Gut Punch.
I mean, I'm guessing
had-
anything with optional Karma Chain, so can't you load a Sugar Rush with 17 Karma Chain then? So that's close enough to a Fringe Weaver for 18 to 17, right?
Close to it, yeah. That being said, though, Sugar Rush is...
That's 3 ingredients off of 20, so that's 17, like I said, with optional.
True.
That is an alcohol rush. That is a blood sugar rush. More than anything.
Diabetes.
Goodness gracious.
Alright, fuck it. We'll just...
I mean, you're in control. I'm just watching. You're the Jill, anyway.
Alright,
I always say, the bottle of the Cobalt Velvet very much betrays how much you've poured into it.
yeah.
Or the glass of the Cobalt Velvet. It looks really good in 3D, though. I love how the Cobalt Velvet looks at the Midnight Bar.
Mm-hmm. You know what? No, I'm not gonna give her, I'm not gonna double up on her drink.
Okay, but you need the money, though.
I do need the money, but next person will double their drinks up.
Double it and give it to the next guy. Actually.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, Ein.
Unless it's a child.
What if Dorothy walks in?
If Dorothy walks in, oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna have to... I don't think I'm gonna have to...
I feel like I've watched this bartender struggle with the biggest more dilemma and insistence for 10 minutes. Let me link you over to when Virgilio first came to the bar then, Rika, on my YouTube playlist. Because I'm here for every single order. The VOD, I separate all my YouTube videos for Valhalla to one customer each, usually. So it breaks up to about like 20-30 minutes per customer. Not bad. Virgilio's stuff is like 25 minutes each or so. And Ein is at the bartending screen for a good 20 of that. Just debating on what to even give. It is absolutely the most brain-rotting content, and it is so hilarious from my perspective just hearing Ein's brain melt in real time. Alright, let me actually take a drink for that end. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jill, I'm gonna need some ice.
Ah, boss.
Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you! Thank you!
God damn it!
Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine! I'm alive! I'm here! I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like thank you. Don't even mention it. I just felt like I did what was right. Jill, ice please.
Right.
Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. I just... something overcame me. But you intervened and... I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Seeing that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry. Just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best as you can. I will! I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't double up on the drink then, because that would have been very...
I'm trying to make
that
sure
would have just ruined the wholesome moment.
I was just drinking. I just drank a whole boatload of water. I feel like I need to drink again. Just immediately. I feel like all that water converted into me trying to try on the spot right there.
Please come again. So, a couple weeks ago I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her midair. Would you know something about that, boss?
Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely?
That voice.
Hey, Joe. Long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here.
If I ignore her, she'll leave.
I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know? Huh. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you.
Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. How did she know my full name, though?
I thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray. Or did you legally remove the Natalie?
Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the stream. Hard not to see them, actually.
Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy.
That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario.
You acknowledged me!
Shit.
That's good. I want...
I'm not serving you anything.
What? Why?
Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor.
Don't be like that.
The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had put up for those drinks.
Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look... angry.
I'm fine. Good job out there.
I'm back.
Ah, boss. What happened?
Meeting cut short. At least I drank has the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught.
I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just... why?
To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats after all. I just had this conversation! Let's go! It's uncannily right. Not all that drawn, and they can't stop staring.
Not like anyone other than me could see it, though.
They could see it if they wanted to. Joe, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay?
Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here!
Who stays where?
Crap, did I just...
You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice.
I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Can I leave a bit earlier today?
Sure. Thanks for taking care of the fort.
What about me?
You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave.
That's not what I... Whatever.
And, of course, here's something in case you felt lonely today.
Shit's starting to just get really weird now. 3 days to make $5,000.
Yep, 3 days, and you have to buy a poster of the ID Snatchers, I guess.
ID Snatchers.
Gosh darn, after Kanye Vania, I am absolutely flummoxed, dude. The Beloved Police mockumentary. That's on the nose, huh? While we set this up, I'm gonna use the restroom again.
Okay.
If you want to read the news stories, you can by all means, but I'll just be right back.
Alrighty. Okay. Taylor the Brain tired of name change requests by Lana Smithy. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Solo Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their names to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be a part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances at becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Parliament discusses anime influence by Lana Smithy. During an unusual meeting held at the Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth, trash, a representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market, Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me.
I come back and I hear anime's trash. Nothing's new. Nothing is new.
Source, trust me, bro. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. Lana Smithy. One of the fucking hell. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we had no option but to surrender, Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far.
Oh, so did I miss one of the stories at the bottom there?
Yeah, it was the, Taylor the Brain tired after name change requests.
Yep.
Basically saying how they're tired of being... Yeah.
Yori, it's finally here! I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, base god! All boards report in! What other boards, you idiot? Nice, more stupid moe blobs. YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up! Get a job, you stupid neat. Oh god, prepare, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit in a comfy couch, put on my favorite Mega Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch Glorious YY and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. I have work tomorrow. Enjoy the yours for me, Danger You. Yeah, it sounds like every seasonal anime to me. Sounds like every seasonal anime thread I've ever seen.
Alrighty.
Let's
Time
go.
to clock in.
December 27th.
Good evening.
Hey, Jill. Let's have a New Year's party this Saturday.
Isn't that a bit soon?
Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party?
No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it.
Great!
And Gil?
He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do.
Hey... No, I mean... Where is he?
He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now.
Back.
See?
So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so...
I told you.
We're depressing people.
You people depress me too. We're depressing people. Absolute
screen cap.
sadness. This is so sad. Can we get an F in chat?
Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see.
First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so, it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I understand. But please, I really want to talk to you. Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary.
She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, now that I think about it. But, boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party.
What? Why?
Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and...
Jill, you idiot!
Eh?
You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running away from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that?
Armitage?
Titty hacker.
Alma. Right.
I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister. But now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear, or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time.
Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be.
Hey, boss. Thanks.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day.
Calvin says you're supposed to drink your problems away, not talk about them. I mean, drinking leads to you talking about your problems one way or another, so you might as well do it a little bit less inebriated, right? Right. So, Ein, can I harken back to something that you don't want to talk about?
Which is?
We got awfully cagey when I asked about if you've ever played Truth or Dare before. Was that actually a very bad memory of yours?
What?
Back when Meta Christmas came around and Truth or Dare came around, you were very, very cagey about that. Did you play a spicy game of Truth or Dare potentially back then?
A number of times.
Okay, we can keep that for off-stream then. I'm trying to be tactful for you, Chief. I'm trying to be nice for you. With how much I joked, I'm trying to be nice. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Because I never really got to play any Truth or Dare myself, like, in person much, I'll be honest with you.
Things can get particularly interesting.
But I've never done Truth or Dare.
Things can get particularly interesting.
Is it safe to even say on stream, or should I save that for off stream?
No.
Yep, alright. We'll save it for
I will
off
not
stream.
disclose that information.
Would you disclose it to me afterwards?
Possibly.
You see, guys, that's why you should subscribe to our Only, so you can hear what we say. I don't have an OnlyFans. Alright, back to it.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously, though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. 1 second.
Yeah, take your time. Now I'm gonna need some water after this round and everything like that. Calvin says I'd sub to a Cruz OnlyFans. I am never doing that. Ever. Anytime soon, people. Unless my cosplay pictures, which I honestly do need to post more of, I suppose, pop off to an extent where people want it.
I mean, you could always hit up Kita.
I mean, I guess I could. And to be fair, I told you about how with some of my few cosplay pictures, I've had some people thirsting over my feet before, haven't I? Have I not?
I don't think you have, no.
I would be lying if I didn't say I had people asking for feet pics, unironically.
That's wild.
Feet
are the cheat code to free money, to be honest, says Rika.
I mean, it is very much so not wrong. Look, I don't understand the badge, but if people say, hey, your feet are hot, can I get pics for them? If they send me some PayPal money, I guess I could oblige. But the question then at that point is, you know, the joke of it's like, how much for the job? How about 20,000? All right, I can do that. Okay. Like, if I get more DMs asking about my cosplay feet, I suppose. Why am I even entertaining this thought? Would I debase myself and my feet for money?
What did you do to make people want to see your feet?
I don't know! Most of my stuff... Okay, actually, a good amount of my cosplays had to be in sandals. So that does expose my feet at times. I think it was when I did Shiver? Not Shiver. It was it Splatoon? No, Marie and Shiver both had boots. I don't remember what I need to dig back into my memory banks way long ago. But I've had lots of cosplays to where I'm wearing sandals or so. And that's exposed my feet, or like my work in progress pictures. It was the work in progress pictures that got some of those initial DMs. I was like it wasn't like bot accounts or new accounts that have only had 2 comments or so. It wasn't verified or so. Like some content creators have been around the block. Not anybody like name brand, but you know, like people that's like, all right, they've had the Twitter account since like 2016, so they're actual legit people. And it's just like, okay. Wait, have I told you about my first ever Twitter DM interaction, actually, to derail from this a little bit here?
I don't think you have, no.
It was a guy who had a Japanese account. Like, they primarily spoke Japanese. It was like a no profile picture, but like, look, I just remember this was like my first year of VTubing. Looking at it, they seem to be like, you know, a big proponent of like idol culture and whatever. So I got an innocuous, like, and they just said like, hey, I want to ask you a question. So first year of social media, me was just kind of like, okay, what is it? And I just remember the question back was, can you please insult me and debase me? And immediately I just went, no, I am not doing that. And I never got anything back from them.
Oh, crushed a dude's dreams right there, Cruzy. How could you?
I mean, looking back on it, how do I inspire this in people? That's just a normal Cruzy interaction, though? What do you mean? Calvin says, nah, cater to the furries, they make all the money. Furries do make all the money, but I'm not a furry. Kappa says, Cruzy, what did you do to make people want to see your feed? I just posted work in progress pictures of cosplay! Granted, whenever I'm doing that, half of it is like me posing with props, and at home I'm barefoot, but I don't expect people to see if I'm holding up a life-size Naginata and be like, oh, those are some pretty feet and toes, my lady. I was expecting them to say, yo, dude, that's a pretty cool prop. Like...
My brain was gonna say something unhinged, but we're just gonna go back into the voice acting.
Oh,
We're going
I was gonna
into
say
Valhalla.
one thing real quick though. Rika, you are 1,000. Yeah, your drippers, my lady, are looking quite so. I will not lie. When you say feet are the cheat code to money, honestly, they are on the internet, and I don't understand why. Like, it's not my thing, so I will never understand why a foot fetish is a thing. But more power to them. And once again, if people are willing. I mean, once again, to the Mr. Krabs meme, am I really going to debase myself for money? Of course I am! I'm a business student, and I need the money! If people want feed pics of me in cosplay, I mean, send them my way, wink? I am absolutely not making a good case for my own reputation here.
This is going to be one hell of a tangent for this VOD.
This already, dude, we're 15 minutes into this video and we haven't even gotten to the customer yet.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back into this.
Oh goodness gracious. Well, Rika, we can talk more about feet when we're in VR together. Because I have full body tracking so I can lift my grips. I need to stop myself. I need to stop so much.
2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore.
Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic?
Yep.
You haven't opened it. Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other.
Maybe.
Calvin says in the next heir to the Project Melody Throne.
No,
I'm sorry, but Melody's throne is one that is going to be very hard to usurp.
And the fact is, my content is nowhere near lewd. Ever at all.
Yeah.
At all. I am very tame. I mean, joking-wise, we're talking about grippers, unironically here, and me selling my body out. Or rather, partial limbs of my body out for money potentially here. But I am not like what you could consider the average VTuber is in terms of lewd energy at all. And that's just not me. I won't have any problem with it, and a lot of my closer friends are unabashed about it. I mean, you are tweeting about your stuff at all times. And that's not me making a joke. Okay, it is half of it at your expense, but it also just is reality. It's just not my content. That's not what I want to make my name out of, so that's just not me. Now, real quick though, I will say, I'm getting another drink, dude. I can't deal with this conversation anymore. That's some half and half I'm whipping out. Alright. Back to voice acting.
Yep. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief.
I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything.
Keep it up, Jill. Thanks.
Yeah, we need to hang out more, Rika. Happy holidays!
Someone's happy.
We hold a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Having that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it.
Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places.
There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but what was on my side this year? Sorry for that outburst.
Why? You look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness.
Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please?
Sure. Cobalt velvet for Stella.
She's so cute when she's embarrassed. Yeah, you know what? Let's hang out more. We just need to. Fine, you're gonna hang out with us, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe okay, I'm thinking since I designated August drinking night, when you want to decide the date for September's drinking night out in VR chat, what you wanna hang out with us then?
Sure.
Like I said, usually I'm not too much of a drinker, actually, but you know, it's the spirit of Valhalla. I'm socially drinking a little bit here, but I'm not trying to get more than just a little on the rocks. Plus, I also just ran out of water, so I might as well drink. And I've got hard iced tea, or hard Arnold Palmer, so that's fine. But yeah, Ayn and I usually at the very most go drinking out once a month, Rika, so let's do so. Let's hang out in VR chat. You, Serena, whoever else wants to come by, you can just chill. Chitlins badge.
Yeah.
Need to pick up some?
Alrighty.
Yeah, social drinking's fine, but I don't mean to press you at any means. At least for Ayn and I, though, it's fun, and I like seeing me a little bit on the rocks.
As long as you don't go overboard.
What? We already discussed that back in July, but you can't deny it, though. Thanks.
Are you meeting with Say today?
She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming too... Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run.
How has she been lately?
Guys, don't say peer pressure, please. Last time, on my birthday in July, I blacked out due to just egging my own self on, and that's horrible. Drinking and get on the rocks is great. Drinking past that, I can't remember anything, and then that's just a bad memory. No peer pressure, and quite frankly, people don't drink for a reason. Let's be respectful here. Now, on the meme side, I would also say, Chod, peer pressure! She's better. The wounds have been healing quite nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often.
What about her eye?
I? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take a longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The jobs she loved no longer exist. She was used as a disposable pawn in the home bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways.
Old ways?
There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, Then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Sei is not the soul learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner. But schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against labeled as special or different. Anyway, she was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face, and it scares me.
You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Sei knows better than to go back to that.
I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you?
Sure. Cold and sweet. I think I've heard that one before.
It's you on a daily basis.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope? You almost made me spit out my iced tea.
I was looking at the drink list, but yeah, no.
Okay, so you're just annoying me then. I see how it is.
No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm busy trying to get this drink.
Sure, and I'm busy drinking. Goodness gracious, goodness gracious. No brandtini today.
I already looked at that.
Cold and sweet. We already went over how Blue Fairy doesn't have ice.
Either a Moonblast or a Brandtini.
Oh, whatever you want. Whatever you want, Chief. You're the one in control, not me.
Stella's definitely the one that prefers, like, classy drinks, though.
Yeah, even though Oma's signature is a Brandtini, Stella is higher society. Otherwise, I wouldn't be giving her the voice and accent I give all of the elves that I do.
Wait, never mind.
What's his face? In my D&D. And good on you for recognizing it doesn't have ice.
It's gotta be the Moonblast, because I just noticed that.
Yep, there you go. So, you can't salvage this one, boy. No salvaging it. No fighting. You can double.
Stop fighting!
Stop fighting!
It's just the image, of the puppy holding out its hands.
Goodness gracious. Oh, smiling friends, you are a revolution, and so is Joe Javier. No double?
She's already had a 10 Karmatrine drink. I'm afraid to give her more.
Stella's got money though, and you need money. What happened to double it and give it to the next customer, Ryan?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You literally said it yourself. You are too kind of a bartender. You would not make your rent into a city ever, Ein.
No, especially with it being $10,000. No. Here.
Thanks.
This is the kind of stuff Sei asked for, you know?
Now that you mention it.
You know, back when Sei reappeared, it seems that she came here first.
Oh, yeah. She told me that. Glad she found a familiar face after all that chaos.
Did she tell you we had a talk at the back of the bar?
You did?
Well, it's nothing that important, but she was devastated, you know? She was afraid, tired. hit me quite hard, not only after seeing her covered in bandages, but also after seeing her so cheerful before.
I guess I should be thanking you then.
You... what?
When I met with her, she told me you calmed her down quite a bit.
I did?
I'm guessing with all that going on, the desire to not worry me weighed on her. It has happened before. So it's good there was someone else for her to share her stress with. Thanks.
Sure. I don't think I did anything noteworthy, but sure. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target.
Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier.
Come again?
Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You can feel there's people living. I especially like going to the busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came.
Welcome.
Kappa says, oh, she's cute. Stella is such a cutie. I love her. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they'll either shut you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Stella and Say are absolute goals. I love them so much. I gravitate to Say more though. I like Say's bubbliness, but I can't deny a higher class woman. Note that things aren't... no, that's Say, not Stella. Not that things aren't nice there too. Though. That's flub number 3 for me tonight. Plus, also, the Girls Front Run collab. I use Stella so much as an actual character unit in the gacha game.
Can I get you something?
I feel like having a beer.
One second.
Sure. Yeah. I think out of my favorite customers in this game, Betty and Deal are the dynamic duo that I love the most, but then of course Stella and Say right afterwards are my next favorites. Just the duo dynamics, when you get 2 customers at the same time, are my favorite ones in this game, and it's just so sweet to see. I know I did offer it before. I know one thing I did debate about doing one day is for cosplay plans, if I ever do have a free slot, I think I could definitely pull off a Jill to an extent. And then because I've made some parallel versions of like the drinks before, I could easily go around passing on some of those to people who are requesting drinks and all. Those 2 are my favorite duo, but everyone else is so great. Yeah, favorite individual customer is probably Alma. Alma's great. Hearing her talk about her family stories and all the problems with it, I wouldn't say I necessarily relate, but I have a lot of friends who relate immediately to that end. And she feels like one of the most grounded people. Also considering how she's, one of the closest friends for Jill in general as well. So it's just really nice, really sweet. Like, Valhalla is just a wonderful game, people. More people need to play it. More people need to enjoy it all. Yeah, as we wait for Ayn to get back, I need to keep pointing out the cosplay schedule, because if I'm going to AWA, I have Flan as potentially one day. That's going to be a 4-day con, so Flan's one day. I need to get a Fire Emblem cosplay as always, but Midoriko might be on the docket. So maybe I could squeeze Valhalla in there. It's either that, or if I do still cosplay myself. But I've had it up to my ears and ends with Twin Tails, dude. Because after my Miku wig, absolutely, the Twin Tails fell out after drawing them in so much into the wefts. I don't know if I want to do Twin Tails for myself. Welcome back.
Thank you.
make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that, right.
2 beers for the girls.
Yeah, girl dinner.
Okay, does it go in order of person ordered, or is it...
I think it goes left to right like usual, so it should be going Stella slot 1, Say slot 2.
Okay.
You just
Alright,
gonna
in
load
that
up?
case... No. I'm not gonna load up on Stella's, because she's already had quite a few. Quite a bit of Karmatrine.
If I ever came to
I am
the bar,
gonna
I
load
feel
up
like you would
for- I am
absolutely
gonna-
just fringe weaver me to death. I'm just saying, can you give me something sweet? I don't care if it's not sweet.
One
I'm a fringe weaver and die.
500 Karmatrine.
I mean, to be fair, the last times you bartended in the midnight bar for me, that absolutely could have happened. So, yeah, we can see how that goes. That's making me excited for when I could get to hang out with you. Like, what's it? I'm going to DM you, or, well, I'm going to ping you first and foremost for the raid tonight, Rika. And then I have a few funny clips I can send on Twitter, like I'm saying good boy, unironically.
Oh god.
I have that on Shadowplay! I have that on
Save
Shadowplay! You are absolutely getting exposed.
Great.
Good boy,
Here.
Ein. Good boy. No comment.
Your line.
I was taking the drink of the beer you prepared for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Have a good night, Calvin. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they called me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks, and some dog thought it was safe to hide in a jar.
How big of a jar are we talking about here? Are we talking about like one of those tiny ass mason jars? Are we talking about... Now I'm trying to think of... Now my brain is saying, how do you fit a dog in a jar?
Dang, he really got that dog! Goodness gracious. One jar, one dog? The little guy managed to get his head and a paw inside before getting stuck.
Please don't ever say anything like that again.
Ein? And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try and break it.
That's messy.
She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out.
Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come.
Sure. It's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. And careful.
Please come again.
I think, unironically, you toning down the alcohol did help a little bit, because Stella was getting a little bit on the rots there. It kind of seemed.
You want to come too?
I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party?
Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there.
Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think?
Or left hanging over.
What? What,
Yeah.
what does he mean? Does he know? What
Can I
did you
get you
just
something?
say? Let's try something classy.
Okay. Something classy for say.
Victory blast. Just the very moment that you're fanning over Friendsweaver, I'm just worrying for my life.
Do.
In fact, you've served so many Brantinis recently, too.
Yeah.
We gave Stella Cobalt Velvet earlier. You've served Brantinis
Yeah.
more than enough.
Yeah, and we mentioned something about how Say likes Cobalt Velvets too.
Well,
Yeah.
serve her up then. Keeping it small.
I won't double it. I'll keep it small because we don't know how much Say can stomach her alcohol.
Okay.
Well, we know she can't. Yeah, we know she can't stomach too much alcohol actually. Something classy.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday.
This Sunday? Sunday! Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th.
Really?
There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story, and somehow she got it in her head that by being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the giving stuck to her.
Spiritual reincarnation.
Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit. And that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. Reincarnated in another world, but I'm Santa Claus. That girl was delusional as a kid.
Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something?
Oh, that. It's sweet to see that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore.
I expected as much. And told her as much too.
Hey, can you get me something bubbly?
Sure. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl.
Aww, that's sweet, Jill.
We just gave her a cobalt velvet though.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's calling out to you like the Green Goblin mask. I'm sorry, some sweet tea almost went up my nose. Just
The
laugh.
Fringe Weaver! Give her the Fringe Weaver, Spider-Man!
Optical Chimetrine, you heard it? Goodness gracious. Should you give the say alcohol?
I give the say alcohol.
Oh no. 12 times
At this point, the only thing that doesn't have a lot of alcohol on it is
I
frothy
mean,
water.
are you gonna give her watered down water? Or are you just gonna give her 9 Chimetrine? Say hasn't had that much to drink now, so it's your discretion. And it's also your money that you need.
She got a cobalt velvet and she got a beer.
Whatever you
Mind
want.
you, that beer was doubled up.
Whatever you want, Chief. 12 Chimetrine
So that
time?
was-
Oh boy.
That was 8 Karmatrine, followed by that's 13 Karmatrine she's already had. We're giving her a frothy water.
She's only fainted once, but she was also still heavily medicated. So your choice, Chief. It's your.
She's doing better, yes, but I want to play it safe.
You are such a nice bartender, Ein.
I know my clients. That's all.
You say that as you messed up Dorothy's order.
Here.
Bubbly, bubbly. Huh. Hey, Joe, I want to know how Stella got her eye.
Huh? I feel you shouldn't tell me that.
She told you my story. Means she likes you enough. It's fine. You remember when I told you one white knight saved me from another? Well, it's about the other one. Apparently he was running away after doing something. I don't know. We were at the park and he held us hostage. At one point, they tried to approach and he just... He gouged Stella's eye out.
Ow!
I tried to stop him, but he just went and kicked me. I still remember that kick. I could feel my ribs breaking. There was pain in places I didn't know I could feel pain. From time to time, I still relieve that day. The kick in my torso still screams. It's chilling. I briefly regained consciousness after that kick, when I felt like I was being lifted. The white knight that attacked us was on the floor, not moving. I was on another white knight's shoulder. He took his helmet off and put it on an anguished Stella. I passed out, and when I came to, I was in a hospital. Apparently, the kid ruptured a couple of organs, and I was put on emergency care.
Damn.
I woke up because Stella was punching my leg, telling me to wake up. Say is too pure for how much she's gone through in her life, dude.
Mm-hmm. Just... damn. What made you bring this up?
I bring this up because that guy that was here last time I came. I think he's the one that saved us.
The guy that was here the last time. They're not talking about Jamie, are they?
No. It's the last person you'd expect, Ein. Remember, you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla, right?
No fucking way. For Helio? Really? What made you think that?
Sure. More pounds and years, but I'm pretty sure it's him. Rita Joe's the last person you'd expect. The dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, let's go! There's something about his face I just can't dismiss. I'd like to see him again. Do you know how?
You know the Steampunk Museum. Ask for Helio there.
Gotcha. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill.
Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil.
Sure. Okay. We'll wrap up the day, and I think I'm gonna call it there.
Sure. How do you feel about that, about Virgilio now? Has your opinion changed in this last time span since you've last seen him?
He's an okay guy.
He's an okay guy, just okay! Hi, Crimson. You're joining for maybe the last 30 minutes of stream tonight. You missed a lot, actually, because we've been going for 3.5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if I left food for 4.
All things considered, we
We'll
could
keep it.
finish this game up in maybe about 2-3 more streams.
Okay, I'm hit.
Ah.
Dorothy. You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking.
Honey.
You want something?
The usual, I guess. Usual.
The usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though.
Busy night out.
Doesn't she want the blue? No.
You got it drawn last time around, but going back to this, yeah, I mean, we missed it last night, and let's be honest here, Ein can't bear to take himself away from me now.
Huh?
I was making a joke.
I'm sorry?
You enjoy my company, don't you?
I mean, yeah.
Now, real quick, Ein. She's asking for the usual, yet Jill did say this was the Ron Drake last time.
I forget what her usual drink was. Was it a sugar? Was it actually a sugar rush?
I can tell you confidently no. I won't say anything more than that, but if you want to give her a moon blast, that's your prerogative. What does Dorothy like when she says, "It's a good day"?
You've tried asking me that before and I got it wrong the last time!
Yeah, well, you have one less option out of 24 drinks. I guess 22, because it's not a sugar rush either. You see, Ein, you've been so considerate about every bartender, but I see you don't want to be nice to Dorothy. I see your game. Hell, it doesn't matter if it's a busy night out. I'm just glad that you came along. I've received a lot of love tonight, Crimson. From friends I have not interacted to in forever. And you know, people that I need to interact with more so. It's just sweet that you get to come by. And of course, you also will still get to see, you know, see the VODs when they come by on YouTube. Or you can just get Twitch right afterwards on my wall. Also, real quick, while we're on that subject, it says, Ein, did I get to tell you about my recent hater comment on YouTube?
I remember seeing you posted on Twitter, yeah.
Do you remember exactly what it was?
Not really, no.
Do you want me to go on a small tangent for like 5 minutes just because of how funny it is?
Sure.
I got a DM on Twitter about a week ago from a random guy who, I won't necessarily say his handle on stream, but that's because I really don't care enough and he already blocked me after messaging me. But he sent me 2 messages of, wow, you can bot Twitter, it's like you can bot Twitch comments but not Twitter whites. Go disappear or something along those lines. Or rather, oh wait, I have it on my phone. So immediately just a tourist because every single person I've seen ever on my chat is only returned people. Okay, I found it. Quote, incredible, absolutely unbelievable. You can bot Twitch comments, but not Twitter whites. Keep spinning goof shit on my timeline. Rather, that is absolute Taurus. I only ever get repeat people because I'm only a single-digit streamer. And then they went and commented on one of my random videos, and I want to quote this because of how ridiculous it is. You ready for this, Ein? Quote, so sick of inbred creeps who won't show their faces, thinking their personality is worth any attention, let alone my time of day and money. In fact, you should be paying me for having to subject myself to your shit-mixing, annoying-ass voice, and whatever R-word? Baby game, you're on this time around. You lot are all the effing same. Disappear. Now, that's hilarious. And then he responded to his own comment with something right afterwards, and I need to check this real quick. because it is absolutely hilarious. Because it is the first time I've ever heard this phrase. Once again, it's a random hater on YouTube. I'm not gonna pay it any more mind than it needs to. But besides the fact that I can laugh at it platonically, from how ridiculous the man is, making himself sound. Guys, let me pull it up on my phone real quick. Because since I'm streaming, it's just taking a second here. So he posted that on one of my random videos, and then right afterwards, let me try to find it. I'm not finding it in my YouTube. Bro thinks he's low tier god, says Kappa. I know! It's whack! It's absolutely whack. But I just got to laugh at it, and the most I'm giving him is that mine, but he bought me already, so I don't care. Where's the other comment that he put? I'm trying to find this. Here we go. He responded to his comment with, "That spreadsheet is effing crazy, by the way," referring to my upload spreadsheet. I'm just a business student, I'm keeping it organized. And then he immediately goes, imagine, and once again, quote, "Imagine deluding yourself into believing video games are a job, and that the masses of the internet are just farm cows ripe for the financial milking." End quote. Farm
Well,
cows.
apparently he's been around long
ripe
enough for you to
for
know
the financial
get out of him,
milking. My brother in Christ, you're the one who clicked on my videos, probably on the algorithm, because you're already watching other VTuber Gooner stuff. So that is your own fault for finding me in your recommended. What are you on to say the word farm cows and unironically mean it? That's absolutely hilarious and pathetic.
Bro got handed that good shit and said, "Give me another."
I say, slamming down my cup of hard iced tea. Alright, you've made a piano woman.
Here.
This is nice. 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 Nice?
Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you?
Hey, honey, how do you know what's real?
How so?
I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer?
And those ponderings brought you to the bar?
What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I?
Dorothy, so you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts?
What the heck is a solipsistic? What? What? I'm with you, Dorothy. Hello?
Solipsism. The theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist.
Do you know about this sign? Have you ever heard of that word at all?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No,
I've never heard that word in my life.
This is okay. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. This is the first time I have heard of something. I heard of this kind of concept. It is frightening to me that I was able to just roll that off the tongue as easily as I did.
Yeah, I'm frightened by you too. Kappa real quick goes, "We millennial race and whole type speed." Crimson goes, "No, seriously, it feels like bro's either projecting and trying to be cool. Brother, he already blocked me on Twitter and he's probably never gonna visit my YouTube ever again, so I could care less and he's probably never gonna see this. I already had my open dialogue in that Battle Show night if he ever wanted to change his ways. Because he really needs some love in life. Because that is absolute lonely, degenerate behavior, and I mean this in a sad way. Yeah, also, going back to it, why the existential questions? I mean, an android having an existential crisis, this sounds as cyberpunk as it can be, right?
More like a solipsistic crisis.
Shut up. I'm counting that as a flub.
It is not.
See? That's another thing
It is
right
not
there.
a flub.
That flub.
See?
Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it even come from?
Well, solus means alone, and ips means self.
Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this.
Dorothy, you are looking way too hard into the code right now.
Oh, every word is made up now. It doesn't make any sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why?
Calm down. That's just semantic satiation.
Ah, that's a flub! That's a flub! I'm flub number 4. Stop making up words, honey.
You're not even making any sense!
Why can't you just be normal? Ah!
It's literally just the stop making up words! You're not even making sense! E.
Stop derailing my argument with facts! And there's this counter. How can I be sure this counter is really here?
It is. Please stop tapping it.
Hold on. Just making sure.
I should make her a drink. At the very least, I'll have something to throw at her. I'm gonna give her a sugar rush.
Whatever you say, Chief. I just ordered up a Carvertrine and see how this existential Dorothy feels.
6 Karmatrine!
Goodness
500 Karmatrine.
17 Carvertrine. Just a bass
Should
boosted
be
drink
enough.
loading sound effect.
Stop tapping the counter so it's fucking.
I'm flub number 5.
Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face.
Sorry.
So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis?
Since earlier today, I think? But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts just started piling up in my mind. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't... What is fun?
F is for friends, let's do
Are
things.
these feelings real? Is all of this real? Am I real?
Dorothy is about to turn into Sora over here, just being like, I've been having these dreams lately. Like, is all of this real or not?
Hey, honey, did someone say the door to darkness?
Got it memorized, Dorothy?
What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body?
Oh, she's undergoing that cyberpsychosis shit.
What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? I'm pretty sure it's called Karmatrine Dream, Dorothy.
What tells me that you're real? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation of some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real, it was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse.
What did you do to get over it?
Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign in the World. One of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me.
I like it. Hey, can I take this drink?
I made it for you.
Thanks. Okay then.
What? Huh?
Phew.
Why did you throw it on your head?
To feel something you made.
And...
It burns. And itches a bit.
I'll get you a towel. Who is...
This is a male voice, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Delivery for Dana... Oh. I've been here before. Oh, it's this guy. Mr. Mario, welcome back.
It's for me! Mario!
Hey, it's me. I have a delivery from Dana Zane.
Okay, you're gonna
Who's
kill
this
me if you do
small
that
sexy
voice,
child?
I'm telling you. Alright, I'm good, I'm good.
I have a
just needed
delivery
breath.
for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please.
Have a good night, Kappa.
It's a big package.
I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Of course, Dorothy is.
Hey, honey.
Hmm?
The big package had a big wiener inside.
What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know. How she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it?
Honey. Seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Maybe you could prepare some right now? What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener?
Seriously, Jill? She's making the jokes! And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down.
Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name?
I'm a Mario. It's, me.
Real quick, Crimson also said, you know, that's not what I expected, but definitely feels in character. Dorothy is a bundle of lovely beans. Dorothy, whoa, gotta love friends like that. Right? You love friends like that, right, Ein?
Sure.
Love you too.
Mhm.
Come on, Mario. I'll buy you a drink.
He might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you?
I'm fine.
Sunshine cloud for Mario.
A big sunset cloud. Jill,
We'll
how
do
much
6.
money do you need for your rent? $500.
500 grand.
That's such a stupidly good meme format for so many things. I don't know how it didn't pop off as much as like, I guess we're making circles now or the other ones right now.
Yeah. Here. Thanks. Hey,
Call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount.
yeah, Dorothy. Why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way.
What way, Willem?
I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you.
Inside, Dorothy is just screaming, "It should have been me, not him!"
Sketch?
thanking me?
Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot.
It's easier than you think.
That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit well with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered.
Glad to help, I guess.
Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, Honey. Enjoy your big wiener.
Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it. Don't worry. You like guys. It's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the Motor District? I spend all of my free time in the Motor District, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You cops.
Ah, shit, it's the ops!
Have you seen that one video clip from the Chip and Dale movie?
Wait, is it the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, where it's like the Swedish chef looking guy. He's like,
Yeah.
"You got the mozzarella,
It's
the parmigiani,
And
the cheddar, the Swiss. Do you have any stinky cheese?" His eyebrows just furrow, and he's like,
just gross.
"You cops."
Cops. Yes! That's exactly it! Yes, okay, I know what you're talking about. Wow, we're cultured.
As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is, nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing.
Menacing.
Not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright.
Piano man, piano man. It's not piano necessary, but I've been listening to a lot of older blues. And yeah, I just heard older songs recently, because I've been wanting to do more karaoke after I got a compliment from one of my cosplay friends recently.
Mm-hmm. Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? You mean reploids?
Oh boy, if Kappa was still here,
Is
they
Kappa
could go
still
on
in
to
here?
Mega Man fandom. I'll have to ping them after that.
Replibots. There's a belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim.
Okay, so not reploids, but synths.
Yep.
Thus they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. And then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there. Almost immediately after the whole thing. And he said he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the kid Lilim here. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human.
The Hatsune Miku agenda grows.
They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little.
Nice, Ein, your synth comparison is very, very close.
At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilim because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers.
Among Us?
I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the Nevuli crabs invade. I mean, when the Replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right.
Mac, did anything happen?
I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 80-year-old.
Did anything new happen?
Hey! They brought you a package.
Ah, yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift for my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? Every single laugh of yours tonight has been cut off. That's a new one. We love some curated wiener. There you go. Congrats, sign. And have some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. 2 more days, and you're almost actually there to 10k, Ein.
Ooh. You've been chuckling since yesterday. Wiener.
Wiener. Alright, alright.
Alright.
Simple enough, simple enough.
We're gonna have to really double up on our drinks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you said that was the last for tonight that you wanted?
Yeah, we'll read up on the articles next time.
Alrighty then, well, simple as that. We will end off on that note in just a second here. So, Ein, do you want to say anything before we go off for tonight?
If you haven't been subscribed or following Cruzy already, please make sure that you do so. They post videos from their VOD, they post clips from their VODs on a daily basis, with, I want to say, Valhalla coming out every Thursday or every other day.
It's every
something like
other
that?
day at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other than that, I got nothing much else to say.
Yeah. And of course, thank you everybody who came by tonight. It's been wonderful chilling on by. It's been a wonderful time getting to stream Valhalla after missing the last week or so. Thank you once again for coming by, especially to you, Rika, for the raid. I am going to send you the videos, the YouTube videos of Ein exactly so, completely freezing up and failing to do anything positive when Virgilio came around. And yeah, just sometime if we can talk about just hanging out in VR chat, both like just as for like a drinking meetup or just in general. So I think it'd be wonderful. But at least for now, wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or more, it's been your wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. Have yourself a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. At least from my side of the world, a wonderful evening from my side here. I will be back probably tomorrow with variety, since I didn't exactly have a schedule planned out. If I can find my Switch stock, I was going to do my maddening run of restarting Fire Emblem Engage for the fun of it all. And of course, please do come by next Thursday, September 5th, for this, I'm sorry, you know what, how the sitcoms are like, on a very special episode of XYZ.
Yeah.
Tonight, on a very special episode of Valhalla, join us for Ein's birthday, to where we'll have a very just wonderful night getting to chill, celebrating Ein, and a wonderful present to be unveiled live on stream. Thank you again, everybody, and have yourselves a good night now. Bye, honeys!